tracks now. Let's go, get hyped. The CornerCade is back. Guitar shred hard like Build-A-Cade in black. Jet line scrolling like a centipede stack. Let's go, get hyped. The CornerCade is back. Basic fun mini cab stacked wall to wall. Iconic arcade customs got them all on call. Mine's hotter than the lava at the end of Act 2. If it's coin out culture, then he's bringing it to you. Yeah, he streams every week, but the clock's never tame. Like a bonus round timer in a high score game. Stay ready, stay steady, keep that F5 attack. Cause the moment you blink, the Cade is on the track. Hey, let's go, get hyped. The CornerCade is back. Guitar shred hard like Build-A-Cade in black. Jet line scrolling like...
Guys, we got to keep the theme song going, rocking and rolling. Guys, welcome to the Let's Go Show. Tuesday night chill and chat. Guys, it's time to clock in and to lock in because we have a huge show tonight, guys. We're going to be chilling and chatting, squatting and speaking. You name it, guys. We are here back live into the building, and what a night it is, guys. There's so much to talk about always in our home arcade community. We had Glenn on last stream, guys. Awesome stuff. Great news. We're going to check his stuff out, guys. ATGames pinball stuff. Guys, don't fall asleep on me in the chat. Vic Vicious, I'm talking to you. We're going to talk a little ATGames only because I'm really passionate about Killer Instinct. And ATGames, if you're listening, I got some advice that can make you some more money. Let's just put it like that, guys. And what a show we have, guys. NBA Jam is in dire need of maybe the community's help, and maybe Ezekiel, the Chicago Retro Ranger, who might jumpstart that help, guys. It is 90 degrees outside, and it's about 105 inside. The AC can't keep up, guys, so grab yourself a cold one, because it's time to say hi to each and every one of you guys in the chat. Welcome to the show. The Be-Me is in the building. It's time for the show. That's right, Vic. I hope you hang around for the pinball conversation, or at least take the bathroom break, get a refill on your drink, because we're going to have fun tonight, baby. Thanks to the Be-Me, I got sloppy seconds. Let's go. Hey, you got the sloppy seconds. That still worked. You're still here, Dr. Torque. Thank you so much, man, for stopping by. What is going on, man? Guys, we got a poll, and it looks like 100% of the people are hyped for the show. So let's go, baby. Calvin Wong, always here stopping by. Thank you, man. J-Rod is in the building. Let's go. Good evening. Wonderful people, and a big F-U to all. Man, guys, the chat was rocking and rolling. We had a late start to the night here. I just finished off dinner. I feel like we always have late starts on a Tuesday. Like I start the show on time, right? But like as a family, we're dogging it on Tuesdays, right? So we had Culver's for you Midwest people out there. We had Culver's. I still got ice cream in the freezer. I couldn't even get to that because my double cheeseburger meal was just killing me, and I had a spicy chicken sandwich too. So for you guys in the chat that love Culver's, let me know. Let's say what you guys love about Culver's in the chat. J-Rod, I think I hit the jackpot today. My contractor's doing my game room said that he left a box with all really old Nintendo storage and stuff. Whoa, that's gonna be a cool little mystery box you got going on there. Let me know what all becomes of that. That'd be pretty cool to score some big stuff on a surprise for free, right? For free. Dr. Torth, big F-U to everyone. I think I did a big gulp with a $2,500 price tag. So you went all in. Dr. Torque, we had Glenn on last show. And guys, I'm really convinced that this might be the multi-cade of multi-cades. I had some reservations, and Glenn brings up good points. Like, yeah, it's on a traditional like cab, right? Well, what is a traditional cab? It looks more like a Taito cab, right? At least what it's reminiscent to that. But if you go with the Nintendo style, then you're locked and loaded, right? I wouldn't do that. I would keep it like I'd have the 19-inch, right? And then, have just the regular cab shape without the Nintendo. But the way he showed how to add games to this is just unbelievable. It's so easy. And I was like, wow, I thought this was going to be a whole what to do. I had to go on the computer, drag a bunch of files, pretty much take a mystery encoder class, and then 3 weeks later, I could get certified into dragging and dropping things on an SD card and loading them in. I didn't realize it was like an app store, essentially, and you just click download and you're ready to go. That really changed my mind on the FU, and I'll probably be looking hard not at the Kickstarter, but next year when this is ready to buy. I don't want to tie up, let's say $1,000, $1,300, right? And because that's like 2 XL cabs that I can get right now for Q4. So it's definitely something that's actually on the docket. And I was a big just supporter of Glenn for following his dreams. I mean, how cool would it be, guys, if anybody, if I started, a company and was selling home arcades, that would be a passion project of mine, unlike no other. I know so many people in the community that can actually help jumpstart that, which is crazy if you think about it. But kudos to Glenn for actually delivering and getting the job done. A lot of people talk about stuff, he actually delivered. So it's going to be really cool to actually get this into fruition. And we'll talk about that, where he's at the Kickstarter, what the 7-minute mark is where he hit. Shocking. I mean, Glenn, we were talking behind the scenes. He's like, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get to 200 units. I said, dude, you got this. I was like, I believe in it, man. I have people on the show that I believe in at the end of the day. Wonderland Amusements came on the show. I really do believe in their passion project. So we'll see, right? We'll see where this goes, and it's exciting at the end of the day. So just to sum it up, Dr. Torque's all in, right? Let's go, dude. Dr. Torque, let's go, baby. Let's see where we're at here. J-Rod, I don't know if I called you out, but here you are, man. Thank you for always being here. J-Rod in the chat is rocking and rolling. Sony 4K, a CornerCade crew channel member. And guys, you're putting me under some pressure here. I have 74 channel members. Now, I think our record was like 150. But kudos to you guys. Like, honestly, you guys bringing it home and rocking it. It's supporting $1 to the channel, right? I mean, you guys already took care of this month's, restream, or StreamYard is what I'm streaming on. So kudos to you guys for just being a part of the channel, and you get the badges, the emojis, and you get some behind the scenes stuff too. If you didn't know, I shared a picture of my wife and son. They were playing on the Midway Golden together. I'm telling you right now, my kids have been on a streak of Gauntlet. They absolutely love Gauntlet. And guys, they are tearing it up. 3 and 5, and they're tearing up Gauntlet like no other. Secretly, they don't know that the levels are never ending. So we just let them have fun on that thing. But thank you for being a channel member, Sony 4K. Let's go. We got Sony's using those emojis right away. Let's go. I love it. I love the intensity, guys. I absolutely love it. All right, let me scroll down here. There's a little bit of chat. I want to make sure I say hi to each and every one of you guys. Mr. Crimson's ready for the show. Thanks for doing it at 9 instead of 10 or later. So you must be East Coast. Yep. So sometimes I like to go live. I'm like a late night owl. I've been live at midnight, 1 in the morning before. So 8 o'clock is actually pretty early for me. I've also been live in the morning. If you scroll back, we had coffee with the CornerCade eons ago, right? We've done that before. I've gone live for lunch. It was like a lunch live special or something. I've done that. I do whatever I can to kind of entertain you guys for at least an hour while you're playing your home arcades or at work or wherever. So yeah, no problem. I try to keep it to 8. You know what I mean? Provolone Joe, what's going on, man? Love the avatar. CornerCade for life. For life. I love it, dude. You know what that's reference to. Let's go. Calvin Wong. No. I wish I could take credit for writing the lyrics to our badass opening theme music. Do you guys like that? I get to be hyped when I play it. That's kudos to James Hates Everything and his buddy AI. James and AI are like, best bros for life, right? So he sent that over to me, and it was like a rock song at first. And I'm like, well, what if you make it like synthwave? Because that's kind of like where we started, arcade 80s synthwave tunes, dubstep. So he kind of took my feedback, redid the song, gave me like 4 or 5 different selections. And I'm like, oh, this is the one right here. So this is the one I picked. So I'm glad you guys like it. It's actually funny, and just AI is crazy, dude. He prefers the old intro. Hey, that's okay. I still got it saved. Guys. So that's not going anywhere. We still got it saved, just in case we got to throw it back, throw it back a little bit. Darren King, to paraphrase Bobby Heenan, that's my second favorite song. What's number 1? All the rest are tied. Bobby Heenan, man. WCW, baby. That's kicking it old school for sure. Thank you so much, man, for being here, Darren. Endoline is here. Hey, what's going on, man? Chris C, another CornerCade crew member. 2 of my sons used to work at Culver's. The discount was clutch. Yeah. I share a little story here. I'm not going to be nitpicky, right? But I take my son there. And my son is 3 years old, and he was helping. He had his bag ready to go. He had all of his brothers and sisters' Happy Meals, for lack of a better word, in that bag. Culver's, guys. If anyone just walked into a Culver's, there's 75 employees back there. You got one guy in the sweet and sour sauce, the other guy in the ranch, one guy in the napkins, another guy in the knife. Like, it's insane. Like, do you really need 75 workers behind the counter? I mean, 5 would suffice, right? I digress. And trust me, I can comment on this. I've been working enough retail and fast food places in my 25 years of work experience, right? But so the lady hands me the drinks, right? So she gives me 2 drinks. I'm like, okay, you're missing about 5 ice creams and 3 more drinks. So let's get those real quick. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna take these 2 drinks out of the drink carrier because you slop jaloped all over them. And I got root beer hanging on the side. I got Coke hanging on the other side. So I had to wipe everything down. I was like, hey, not for nothing, but can I get a new drink carrier? Like, how do you hand somebody like that? Like when I was working fast food, right? Like everything was hot, fresh, ready to go. If something was sitting there too long, not going out, remake it. It's food. Throw it away, remake it. You know what I'm saying? Or have one of the employees take it home. Like it's got to be hot, fresh, ready to rock, ready to roll. When I used to sell smoothies, they had to be at the right consistency, not too thick, not too watery. You don't want to get a watery smoothie, right? So it's that you got to attention to detail, man. You got to care for what you do, even down to the drink, right? Let's go. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich is in the building. Let's go, PB&J. F you, enough said. That's right. How many of you guys in the chat have actually have pre-ordered, done the Kickstarter, ready to rock with Glenn's FU? Let me know. I mean, I'm a believer now. I got to be honest with you. And you can even keep the black artwork, smash it between the cabinets. Like, I'm kind of liking where this is going. I got to be straight up. And I don't even know if I don't know. I'd have to really, kind of dive in, because if I wanted to play Super Sprint, yeah, I want to get the two-wheel control panel. Like, you can't play the joystick, right? So you got to really think of like, well, what are you going to be your go-to games that you're going to want to keep on the control panel? Like, so do you have this as your dedicated racer for like 80% of the time? Then you pop it off, maybe do a couple fighting games or something on there. Like, so there's a lot of things. There's so much you can do with this thing. It's truly unreal. Chris Nooner, thank you so much, man, for being here. What's up, my guy? Was laying around in the hammock enjoying the weather. The intro song killed my vibe and the dogs. Oh, stop. It's not that bad. Come on, guys. You got James to blame for that one. I didn't do nothing. Vic Vicious, one of my channel moderators, is going to stay here for the entirety of Pinball Talk. I'm telling you. And Zeke, where's Ezekiel, the Chicago Retro Ranger? He's not at soccer right now, so she should be in the chat. Where are you, Zeke? Can someone get Joe Sabos to send my orders? I'll pay extra. Yeah, Joe Sabos. Hopefully. Fingers crossed, my guy. It's always random with Joe. I was messing Joe today because we were talking about the Frogger situation on how to get the graphics for that. I don't know. We're going to see. I don't know. I'm in the same boat as you, my guy. Oh, look at, speak of the devil, we got Glenn in the building. Glenn's Retro Show. The XL size is now. The FU size is here to stay. Let's go, man. That should be the slogan right there. The XL is now. The FU's here to stay. Darren King, today is my birthday. Happy birthday, man. I have pics of my birthday in 1982. Me playing Pac-Man in my hometown arcade. Friends are playing Jungle Hunt, etc. Give a happy birthday to Darren King in the chat, man. Let's go, dude. We are approaching. It's July. Can you believe it, guys? We're kicking off July 1st. The John D. cab, the iconic arcade cab, was already supposed to be here 2 weeks ago. We still got to wait another month down. But I will tell you what, we may or may not get a little bit of info on that in August and pair that with a little basic fun action. I'm hearing rumblings that August, either the beginning, middle, or end, we're supposed to hear some updates, maybe some teasers. And maybe we can get hyped and break all that down like we normally do, right? Like we normally do. So that'll be an exciting time because Q4, guys, is coming. It's rocking and rolling, and it'll be here before you know it. I mean, technically speaking, if I did it once a week, right? If I did a show once a week, we are now 4 shows away from, maybe 5 shows away from some action-packed news that we're all getting hyped about, right? Dr. Torque says, I think the FU will kick many of arcade one-ups out the door. I could see that. You consolidate and you be smart. At the end of the day, guys, we're all kind of like general managers of our own arcade, right? The pinball machine, for example, we sold the MVSX. I sold 2 other cabinets. Boom, there's the pinball. Shout out to Jason for pretty much gifting me the SSF kit. That was only $100 he charged me for that thing. So we got a steal of a deal on that. And everything else, like the Be Me, you got he's in the chat. You bought my Dig Dug in Mortal Kombat, which he loved, and essentially that's gonna pay for the Alpha 2 cab, right? So like you're just trading at this point. You're just trading, making acquisitions. Maybe you find a hot deal on Marketplace. Somebody trying to get rid of something for $50, $100. You add it to your home arcade. Months or a year down the road, you're like, I'm going to sell this thing because this is here now. Maybe you sell it for $300, maybe you sell it for $350, depending on what it is. Maybe it's a burger time, right? Or something I saw one of the deals in the Marketplace right now was like $250 for Tron, and it was like 300 for Dragon Slayer, 250. Like it was like a buy one get one. I'm like, dude, those could easily be resold for like 800 each or something. Like that's crazy. Like some of these people just don't know what they got until it's gone. I mean, you guys saw a Galaga guy picked up that $50 Dragon Slayer. That's insane. I mean, it's the deals are out there, so you can always flip, acquire things. Speaking of acquiring and changing rosters, the Bucks today. I'm not even a big Bucks fan, but they said bye-bye to Brooke Lopez, so my wife's favorite player's off the Bucks. And she's like, man, I got to be like a Clippers fan or something now. The Bucks are making moves, and the Bulls are not going to do that because they don't. Nobody's going to come play for the Bulls until their ownership is gone. So that was the Michael Jordan effect there for any of you guys. Want to talk about retro and throwback? Michael Jordan's still haunting the Bulls to this day because they did him dirty. Yeah, smart kids. Yes, my kids are very smart, dude. My kids know how to get home when we hit like 3-4 blocks away. They already know we're home. That is insane. How I'm mind blown. I'm mind blown. All right, guys, who am I missing? Tony C, a channel member. Let's go. Hello, all. Let's go. Give Tony C a round of applause. He's here and he's in the building, guys. Let's see. Let me scroll down. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. Jim, the Pacers fan. Jim, your Pacers are self-destructing. They're getting rid of everybody. Myles Garrett is gone. I'd be furious. He signed with the Bucks. So it's hopefully, fingers crossed, that everything. You're right down 2 starters. Maybe make some moves, or maybe just kind of coast through the season. Get Tyrese back, and maybe things will be good. Who knows, man? Who knows? Let's see here. So PB&J got the 19-inch mega packed and back. So let's go, baby. Love it. Dr. Torque is 26-inch and loaded. It's interesting. It would be interesting to see that 26-inch actually like live, in front of your face. Like, whoa, this is huge. Because I mean, the 19-inch. When I got an XL, a 19-inch, those are pretty big. Those are pretty big. So I don't know. I mean, that in your face, that could be huge. You're Redux. Thank you so much, man, for being with here. It says Joe Zabos is dealing with some family stuff. July 4th marquee sale is up. FYI. That's awesome. That's good to know. I do know that he was going through some family stuff. I don't want to get into that because I don't know what, obviously he wants to disclose. But hopefully everything's okay and he could get rocking and rolling again. I've been messaging him and it seems like he's doing stuff because he's asking me for measurements and whatnot. So fingers crossed with that. Man, I'm telling you, this Arnie is like, I got the fridge set to the coldest, and I mean, this thing is just so refreshing right now. Oh my God. Hey guys, you gotta get yourself a cold beverage, man. It is hot outside, guys. All right, long and short, guys, appreciate y'all being here. Let's start the show, guys. We got 45 people in the house. You guys know the drill. We got to give this video a like, obviously comment down below and all that YouTube fun stuff, right? Okay, so before we get started with some serious talk here, our NBA Jam is down. So if you guys were, I don't know if I put this under the channel members, but we're having some issues, right? Now we've swapped monitors out before, no problem. We're not rookies at this, right? Again, anybody can make mistakes, but the monitor that we initially got from Buy Stuff Store. So let's just back this whole story up, right? So we got a 19-inch Buy Stuff Store monitor to obviously upgrade the washout on the NBA Jam, right? And it looked beautiful. Lasted for about a month. Then we started noticing some discoloring in the corner. It was just getting like dark. It was just dark and it bothered me, right? Now that kind of looks real. Like if you were at a real arcade, that's kind of how the monitors they're all jank, right? So it's like, oh, it's kind of like a real effect, right? So I let it be, and I contacted Buy Stuff, kind of exchanged emails back and forth. Obviously they're hyper busy with a lot of stuff going on. So they haven't seen this before, right? So they sent me out, I had to bother them a little bit, right? So they finally sent me out a replacement monitor. I was hyped about that, got that swapped in. Their thing is easy peasy. You don't have to decase anything. It's just a swap in, swap out. There's 2 plugs, plug it in, you're done, right? So that one was dead on arrival to me. It did not work. Now, they said that they test these monitors out and that when they test them, they work and they're gone. So who knows what happened, right? Maybe the monitor works and maybe it's a further problem with the cable, which could suck because that could be even a more thing that it's like, whoa, now we're diving into a rabbit hole. So that monitor did not work. So I plugged it in, plugged it out, all that jazz didn't work. So I put in the old monitor. I let them know. Actually, before I put the old monitor in, I was like, well, maybe the PCB or encoder board, something's fried, right? So I swapped in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I have chilling, for a mod project. We talked about this, guys. We had a stream about that. So I subbed in TMNT, and that was working. It was so cool to hear like Teenage Mutant Ninja like on an XL cab, but you can't see anything. It was playing blind, guys. For you real arcade owners out there, I'm gonna use the term. It was playing blind. You could hear everything. The marquee was lit. The coin doors were lit, but there's no picture. So so I swapped in the NBA Jam again. Swapped in our old monitor, the old one from Buy Stuff. It worked. So I was like, okay, we'll just leave it, right? We'll just leave it. We'll leave the discoloration. It's whatever, right? The next day, I got nothing. So this is the confusing part. I can see if I swapped in the monitor, the original monitor again that I bought from Buy Stuff, and nothing works still. Now there's a cable issue, right? It didn't work. So now it's playing blind again. So now both monitors are down. And because I'm a bozo head and I didn't keep the old washout monitor, now I'm kind of SOL. I should have just kept it. I don't like to keep stuff laying around the house. It's, and I say shit in, shit out, right? Just get it in, get it out. When something arrives here, whether it be for review purposes or we get a cabinet in the building, I review it, I post up the video and I get it out, or we move the drill, right? Build the arcade. Like, I can't sit on arcades. I don't know, some of you guys buy an arcade unit, it's still in box 2 years later. It's insane. So now we're here. And I let Buy Stuff know, and I'm like, well, guys, I don't know what to do here. They said they were going to test the monitor that I shipped back to them. So I sent the second replacement monitor. I sent that back to them, and they should be testing it to see if it works. Now, in the meantime, Ezekiel, my guy, sent us over this big bad boy. So you're not going to be able to get the whole thing in the picture, but this is a Dell replacement monitor. Zeke is coming up big for us, and we're going to see if we can replace that monitor. Now, hopefully, fingers crossed that it works and we can get NBA Jam back. I'm very concerned here that it could be a cable. There's two cables that plug into the monitor, that maybe one of them, the wire got loose or something. I digress. I would hate to see the XL NBA Jam pretty much just get tossed to the wayside. And we did a lot of upgrades to it, already. We pretty much completed it. And the crazier thing is that because this doesn't work, in 2 days, 99 Lives is closing down shop. I talked to Joel about the control panel that he was going to be making for us, and he's going to be swamped with these Nintendo cabs. So he's like, Danny, if you want it in any time, I would go to Greg and order it. So we had conversations. So I got to make a move here. If I order the control panel, and I got this 2-player control panel to an NBA Jam that doesn't even work, right? Kind of a waste of $100 some, $120. So I'm hoping we're going to try to decase this and put this in tomorrow. Holy cow, it's a lot of work, I know. So hopefully NBA Jam's not on life support and we actually get it to work. But if it doesn't, now we're short an XL. And guys, my goal was to get as many XLs as possible before the XLs were coming in, because we were going to make that transition, guys. We're going to make that move towards XL. And then you see, oh man, you know what sucks? I'm looking at my phone and there's a big crack in the screen. Like the screen protector, God, I got to get that replaced now. Where was I? Now I got to go to Best Buy and do that tomorrow. Jeez Louise. So anyways, you see, I would just have the Midway Golden Tee at the end of the day. It's like, dang, that's it. So, there's a lot to think about now. So there's a lot. I'm trying to save it. I want to save it. But yes, we'll see where we go from here. Maybe it just wasn't meant to be, right? And I was pretty much just going to give it to Ezekiel, see what he could do with it. But, you look at, Basic Fun, for example, coming out with their deluxe models. Now, one thing that I'm hyper critical on, guys, is I do not agree with the fact that they're selling this for the same price as an Arcade 1-Up, but they're not including the coin door. So we're taking monster steps backwards. First of all, I was advocating for Arcade 1-Up to light the coin doors up. There should be no excuse that the coin doors aren't lit up, right? And now Basic Fun is taking a step backwards based on their pictures, photos, renders, and all that jazz, the articles that were out. And it looks like, for the Ultra models, there's going to be no coin door. And it's like, oh my God. Now, that's not a big deal. I can mod that. It gets a little tricky because things don't line up. You kind of got to make janky holes. You guys understand. But most people aren't going to be doing this, You're not going to go to Arcade 1-Up and order an Arcade 1-Up coin door, slap it on your Basic Fun machine. Like, you're just getting weird at this point, right? So I don't agree with that. But then on the flip side, I can go Supreme, which is XL, right? Get the coin door, but now I got to buy 2-player control panels for everything, at least the ones that were 4-player. And it's like, I don't want to do that either. It's like I just went from like 15, $30 for a coin door to now $120 for a control panel that who knows that will even be made. I mean, that would be a special thing from Greg over at 99 Lives, because he's going down like to part-time if he can even do that. So there's a lot to think. There's a lot to think about. And it's like, man, like, come on. Like, we shouldn't have these many obstacles, So I don't know. Where to see it. Be Me says he's getting the 26. You can see it when it arrives. Yes, let's go. Do that. Let's go, dude. That'd be dope. Be Me lives close to me, so he's the one that bought my Mortal Kombat and Dig Dug. So let's go, man. Let's go. Dr. Torque says, Danny, when you said the kids love Gauntlet, my eyes got big. Picture it on 26-inch screen. That is kind of hard. Isn't that the same size as the like the Unico Nova Blast candy cab? Am I wrong? Is that the same size as that? That would be insane. Like, that would be insane. I had to see it in person. Like I said, like, I don't know. It's just, I can't believe it, right? Because, I was used to the 17-inch. I was like, that's fine. It's deluxe. And this is what I was talking about, too. Like, with the deluxe not having the coin door, like, you already got the 2-player control panel. It's what I've always wanted, right? It's like, these should all be 2 players, right? You play online or whatever. 4 people can't fit around this. We've been down that road 100 times. So I was kudos for Basic Fun to kind of listen to what we've been saying about the 4-player to 2-player cabs. But man, it's like you're forgetting features, you're missing this, that, and the other. It's hard sometimes. Blast for the Past says someone had a Shack Jam for sale near Danny. I will have to check Marketplace then. It just sucks because I don't want that washed out screen. It's not terrible, but it is terrible when you're looking at it around the arcade. It looks like horrible, right? When you're playing the game right in front of it, it's acceptable, right? It's fine. So I guess I'd have to just live with the washout, but it just looks bad. It just looks so bad. And then I don't want to have to, for lack of a better word, mess around with the monitor. And now I've caused the same issue that could have, who knows? Maybe something got shorted out and we're flip-flopping the monitors 800 times. I don't know. Vic Vicious says his T2 just took a dump and now he needs a new PCB, hoping they are still in stock at Arcade 1-Up. Yeah, Arcade 1-Up. So I can buy a monitor from them. It's like $75 to buy the monitor. So Zeke cooked this up here. And so hopefully this will work because this is like a BOE replacement. And yes, J-Rod, coin door is definitely a must for sure. But yeah, that was just an update on, Shack Jam. Hopefully things work out. I think we all want to go XL. It's very hard to look at this, having a future Frogger Deluxe, having your Golden Axe, your Dark Stalkers Deluxes, like having these cool mod projects, and you're kind of looking at it as like, well, we'd be transitioning to XL. Like, I wish I really knew the future of a lot of these cabinets. We've heard a lot of kind of rumor chatter. I think the biggest rumors we've heard of is Double Dragon, Unico doing a possible Big Blue XL and a MVSX, Big Red XL. Like, dude, those 3 alone. That's that niche network that we're talking about here, that gets away from the Pac-Mans and all that just common stuff all the time. So that could be really cool, but if it never comes to fruition, like I'm banking on what, like I get enjoy what you got, right? Q4 is really going to be the year of XL, it's going to be hopefully something that will get this community really ramped up and really people all over the place. We want new people to come in to this hobby and enjoy it. We see new people all the time come in, and we want us old grizzled veterans to be happy again and in a right place where we're hyped. I'm always excited about shit, right? But I want to spread that excitement to you guys. I want you guys to feel it again and be excited like it was 2018, even though I wasn't there, guys. I think I came in 2020, 2022, somewhere around there, and I discovered this hobby, and it was awesome. Like, the sky was the limit. It's like you could buy all these titles. Now it's like kind of like, you're just kind of waiting, right? Just kind of waiting around. Chris C. just received my buy yourself racing PC for Fast and the Furious, and a lot of people with his 19-inch monitor here, a lot of people are modding. And that's really the route to go right now because we're just kind of waiting. We're always wanting to improve and get better. Yeah, that's right, Stock Jock. Bring it, baby. Another CornerCade crew member. He is live. That's right. Danny is live and in the building. Stock Jock, thank you so much, man, for being here. Let's go. Last one, Vest. I did buy the MKPCB from those guys you recommended. Yep, these guys are mensch. These guys are awesome. I have a hookup on, I think it was, what was it? Offer Up or something. It was the guys that P-Dubs went to their house and they have like their whole house is full of arcades. So they buy the arcades and they gut it and they mod it, put the pies and the light up buttons in there, and they have an influx of PCBs. So I send everybody there. I got to let them know. I got to let them know that I've been sending them business. I bought the Frogger from them. And what else did I buy? I bought something. I bought like two PCB things. Oh, the Darkstalkers one. I bought that. You know, Vic Vicious is the mod god. Vic Vicious, aka Mod God. I'm glad to see you guys' names are normal now. They used to be different. Like it was like their @ symbols. That was weird. Like I'm glad for my show that they changed it back. YouTube just be doing some weird stuff. Let's see here. Yeah, hey, that's on Zeke. I'm sorry, I love Zeke to death, but that's on him. Ezekiel, where are you? Do I need to call you up and put you live on the show right now? Because Provolone Joe wants to know, where's the WrestleMania arcade cabinet? I mean, we're talking 8 months later. Ezekiel is a busy man, and I will never fault that man because he is the nicest guy on the planet. He will literally give you your pants and your shirt off his back, so make sure you're warm. But I don't know, man. He's doing it. He wanted to go all out for this thing. I mean, IL Industrial Lorenzo sticks. He wanted to do real team molding, like real purple team molding on this whole thing. He started that process. I almost want him to like throw it in like an XL cab at this point. I think we should do that, but it sucks because I have the marquee that's bought already for WrestleMania ready to go. So we're just waiting on Zeke. This is all, everything that I have on my end is good. Ezekiel, this is all him. So, you know, hopefully in the coming weeks, my fingers are crossed, we shall see something. I don't know. We'll have to, I'm really upset about this phone case here. It's such a pain in the tail. So I go down to the store. I got to replace the case. I got to do a walk and talk, and I got to go replace the case. I like that. Replace the case. That rhymes. By the way, the Cubs are winning 3-2. Cubbies are making a run, baby. I'm excited. I've been watching some Cubs games, getting a chance to actually catch them on TV. It's been great. Stock Jock says, I'm going all in on G.I. Joel's Worldwide Industries. Is that what it's called? I'm getting the Joel Tendo, Robotron, and Cuber from him. Let me ask you this, Stock Jock. How are you going to do you know how to put the game? Well, you probably know how to put the games on because you've done those small little Glenn Build-A-Cades, right? So you know how to put the ROMs on. That should be easy. Oh, that's going to be exciting for you then. That's going to be exciting. That's going to be everything you ever wanted, man. Like, what more is there to offer, you know? Yeah, 100%. Vic's wearing Zeke's underwear right now. He'll give you more than just the shirt off his back. All right, guys, let's see. Transitioning. I don't know. I should get a transitioning video, right? I should get one of those to transition to our next topic. Let me pop over here real quick. Let's see. Give me just a second. Let me go. Oh, I didn't even know I was playing this video the entire time. I'm rendering a video in the back. All right, let's do this, guys. Let's head over to Mr. Glenn Plantamento. Let's go take this. Let's take this down. Let's move this over here. Just doing a little talking to myself here while my computer loads, and bam, wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. I'm gonna be put up top, but not in a square format, in the circle format. That's a little bit better. Let's go, baby. So Glenn, let's go, man. I mean, big shout outs to Glenn in the chat, getting it done here. Holy moly, he just needed 200,000 to really get this project up and running, and he has double that. So unbelievable. We still got 53 days to go, and this might come up a little bit, you know. But we're already set. He's home stretching it right now. So this is really cool. I want to touch on this. You know, I thanked him privately. I wanted to thank him publicly. It's just really awesome to see. I would assume for you deluxe fans that are out there that we'll get a deluxe variant, a variant of the GRS Build-A-Cade FU in the future. But right now he's going all in on XL. And I think it's going to be great. I think this thing is awesome. I'm really hyped for him, as you guys should be in the chat. For you guys who've ordered this, who's put an order in this? You know, put a 1 in the chat. If you guys ordered this, I could probably end the poll here because we all are hyped for the show. Let's go. 62% of the people are actually hyped. The other 38% are not hyped, and they're still watching, all sad and depressed. Let's go. All right, guys, put a 1 in the chat for the CornerCade and your fellow chat CornerCade crew members. Are you guys getting this? 1, if you got it. 2, if you haven't, but you might be getting it in the future. This is awesome. We've gone over the Kickstarter before. I just kind of wanted to give you an update. I want to see here, just out of curiosity, while you guys are doing that. Oh, it's on the side here. My bad. My bad, dog. All right, let's see. We got 69 backers for the early bird. This is like this is the deal right here. It'll probably be like $200 to ship this because it's like 200 pounds. So there's 31 left out of 100. That's dope. That's what I'm looking at right there. That's my. Let's see if there's anything that's been sold out. Any tiers that have been sold out. No. That's cool. So there's a lot of room for growth. That's crazy. That a lot of people have double dipped the chip. Look at this. 39. Oh, 39 left. I thought 39 people. I was like, holy cow. 11 people, though, have double dipped the chip for the double bubble right here of getting both of them. That's where you know you want to have that dedicated Nintendo cab. And you're just like, I just want a multi-case. So that dedicated Nintendo cab is probably just going to play like Nintendo games, you know, just kind of be chill with it. Maybe you dress it up as like a play choice or, you know, your favorite Nintendo cab. And you got the other one, it's just like a multi-cade and you're kind of taking advantage of that sale. That would 100% make sense at the end of the day. But dude, that's awesome. Glenn, I know you're in the chat. I know you're here. This is awesome. This is really exciting. It's so cool. When we get cool shit, like we don't care who's making it. We just want new and exciting product, guys, to the home arcade community. Tony C says, 2, if shipping becomes reasonable. Tony, shipping is always going to be that. It ain't going nowhere. So if you're interested in it, obviously you want to get in now because, you know, the price is only going to go up. And I understand if I wait a year, the price is going to go up. I gotcha. But I just don't want to tie money up when I could give it to somewhere else right now. You know, I've never really loved to pre-order. I had to do it for the John D cab, and I'm still weary about that. I just don't like pre-ordering. Thor says, I'm a backer, but might only back the dollar with no real reward unless I sell some arcade one-ups. You got to get on the sale train, man. Thor, start posting those up. Let's go. Shipping was $350. Oh man, so where did you get that calculation? Does it show you when you like go through the checkout phase or what? Or are you just hearing that shipping at $350 is way too much? Let me tell you this. I got a stock jack. No, it wasn't stock jack. It was Gentry G. I'm sorry. Hold on, give me 1 second. Gentry G sent me out the Midway Golden Tee. And that weighs 90 pounds, right? And that was only $100 shipping. So put 2 and 2 together. This is 200 pounds. It would be about 200 to ship, maybe 225 top. So I don't know where people are getting 350 from. That seems a little high. And Glenn, if I were you, I would ship these things through pirateship.com because that's what I use. And it's like 1/18 the price. And you just go through. Oh, you scroll down? Scroll down and it shows the approximate shipping cost. It still seems really high. So was that just like a default thing? Is it in here somewhere? Oh, that just seems high. Yeah, it just seems high to me. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Glenn, can you comment on that? You're in the chat. Maybe you can let us know. Is that the shipping? So yes, at order. Okay, so it does show you at order. It shows you when you try to back it. That seems high. That's crazy. What are you using, Glenn? Are you using DoorDash to ship these? Glenn's using DoorDash. Oh, I don't know. It seems high to me, Glenn. About $150 too high because $350. That's a lot. That's a tough pill to swallow. Yeah, that's hard. That's hard because that brings in that cab that you want. That brings it at $1,350 for just the basic cab. But to be quite honest with you guys, I mean, this is like an all-in-one thing. I mean, it's got everything, and on top of it, it takes it to where like the ATGames Legends kind of just. I mean, you have all these control panels that truly it is that arcade. You got your flight stick, you got your track balls, you got your Akari stick, you got your fighter stick, you got the steering wheels. I mean, you literally have everything. So it truly like just immersifies you in that experience of driving. When you're playing Super Spring, actually driving, you're using a joystick. When I had my MVSX, I was playing a lot of driving games with the joystick. Yeah, it like kind of worked, but it wasn't the same. Like it's not an arcade feeling, So this multi-Cade kind of takes it up a notch, and on top of that, the controls, you're not getting an arcade one-up steering wheel. You're getting a really nice quality product here and quality control. So yeah, but that's what I was saying. It was like $100 to ship. Yeah, see, 200. That's what I'm kind of thinking. I could be way off. Who knows, right? Who knows? I could be way off. But that's kind of what I was thinking. The FedEx lady ain't gonna handle 200 pounds. Yeah, that's a big boy. That's a big beefy boy right there. So long and short, I just want to say congratulations to Glenn. I mean, I'm sure we'll know more information as we continue on. And he is obviously ecstatic to kind of bring this to market and to get this into the people's hands, because I know he wanted to deliver a product that families gather around for an affordable price. That's still high quality. Any Tom, Dick, or Harry can make a cabinet that's crap, right? You just put something together and let it rip, right? But when you have quality components, quality build to it, that like you can actually put this in a real arcade, and that's what kind of separates it, right? Like you're getting great value all across the board, and clearly the people that back this here truly believe that. So we shall see when it comes out. It does stink that you got to wait like almost a year for this. That's like, oh man, that's but that is what it is. The same thing with Wonderland. And yeah, we'll kind of go from there. But it's gonna be cool when we start getting these in people's hands and we see reviews on it and stuff. It's gonna be dope. I think it's gonna be really exciting for the people that have it, and then the people that are interested in it. Yeah, J-Rod, yeah, 400 pounds for two, plus you get all the options. Yeah, this cab ain't gonna be moving with a push of the finger there. This one's gonna be locked and loaded. All right, so where are we at here? Okay, now, ATGames, I love you. I love you. We're transitioning to ATGames. Vic, I need you to stay here. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere, Vic. Okay, where are we at here? Let's get this off the screen. I got to show something here real quick. Let's do this. We may or may not be all over the board here, okay? ATGames, I love you. And I love Killer Instinct. And I think we could do something here, if you're listening, that could make you a little bit more money and kind of do this right, all right? So this KI table, I think it's confused. I think it doesn't know if it's Killer Instinct 1, Killer Instinct 2, or Killer Instinct 2013 on the Xbox re-release, okay? Because it's all of it. It's all of it. And it's got to just slow down. It's got to just slow down, okay? So here, hold on. For you pinball players out there, I'm gonna speak my mind. You let me know if I'm way off topic or if I'm kind of locked and loaded, okay? So let's just hypothetically say that this is a KI1 table, because I'm a little confused here, because, by the way, the table does look good. I mean, that's a close-up picture. I mean, that's pretty high def, right? Kim Woo was not in KI1. Kim Woo was in KI2. Okay, I digress. Okay, I just want to throw that out there. Let's go back to this guy right here. Okay, ATGames, I love you. I'm just gonna put that out there. Okay, and you guys already know, yes, I'm part of the influencer group, but they don't tell me when they send me this stuff that I have to say this, that, or the other. So I'm just gonna give some constructual feedback here that could actually improve the table with an update, okay? So for you guys that have this table, chime in. For those of you that don't have it, chime in, because we want to hear your feedback too. The logo. Let's just start here with the logo. This is from the 2013 re-release. Now, it was also done on the KI Gold Edition for like the Super Nintendo or something, whatever this came out with on console, right? This back glass is not the one I would have picked, okay? I got to be honest with you. Let's just take this for a grain of salt. When I break this down, when I tell you they could do a KI1 table, KI1 theme, a KI2 table, KI2 theme, and a KI 2013, that's 3 different pinball tables that we have to buy, and then maybe this one's like a compilation of everything, just hodgepodge and mix. That's 4 tables. ATGames, if you're listening, that's 4 tables instead of 1 that you're buying. I just want to preference that right out of the gate, all right? And I know Tony C was very disappointed in the chat, but hear me out, Tony. Maybe some of these improvements you could be like, hey, I could get on with, right? So you got TJ Combo and Jago right there, right? Now, whatever. I think for me, if we're just going to do a KI1 table, you got the original Killer Instinct logo and it's all black. You can even highlight it with a little red pop if you want to do that, or purple pop. Chat, what do you think about that? Is that how the backlash should be? Because the KI was pretty plain Jane, right? It was like black and the logo, right? I think that's the direction it should have gone. You know, bigger logo, obviously. Now, if you didn't want to do that, if you wanted to represent more, let's say, characters in the game, you could have put a compilation of all the characters from KI1 there with the logo still and call it a day. Why is TJ Combo and Jago just on this? And Dr. Torque, I would have loved to see this. I would have loved to see. I wish ATGames utilized some of us a little bit more than what they're doing, because I could have gave some great feedback on this. Some of the ones like, you know, running with the rapids, I don't know anything about. But you talk about Killer Instinct, and it's go time, guys. Okay, you talk about Killer Instinct, and it's go time. Okay, because you know here we even got the
Combo breaker. Perfect.
That's right, baby. We're KI fans up in here. Okay, so that's my 2 cents. You know, now if you do the backlash like KI2, you could do the animation of the 2 coming in. You could do some cool stuff, which I don't know why they don't animate that. It's just kind of like always a standard sit still image, whatever. Why TJ Combo and Jago though? It almost seems like they picked out of a hat and those were the names, right, that were on the backlash. And it gets a little bit more bizarre. So if we go back to our first picture here, you're picking between Kim Woo and Jago. So shouldn't Kim Woo and Jago be on the backlash? I'm a little confused. Just put TJ Combo in. And why Kim Woo? Guys, I already know the answer, at least to me, but I want to hear yours in the chat. If you're picking 2 characters, okay, let's just go Killer Instinct 1. Who you picking to pick between? Because I do like the concept that you pick your character. That's kind of cool. I like that. But Kim Woo, I gotta name 10 KI characters before I got to Kim Woo. I gotta be honest with you. Jago, maybe that's top 5, maybe. Saberwolf, guys, I'll tell you one. You don't have Killer Instinct without Spinal. Like, that is Spinal. Like the name, dude. He's on the side art. Spinal should be here. I know he's on the playfield, but he's gotta be picked. Now, I'm not even looking at the chat at your guys' answers. You keep those coming through. But Spinal has got to be in here. It should hands down be like Spinal and Saberwolf or Fulgore. Give me something, right? That's just KI1. We haven't even gotten a KI2 yet, right? And then you do KI 2013, and now you have the 2013 theme integrated in that too, because they changed it. They made it more impactful. It was brought into that era where, I mean, the Killer Instinct theme was Hall of Fame, guys. You guys know that. But they made it even that much better, and it was fantastic. And you can have that during gameplay, during the attract mode. Tony C, Spinal, and Glacius, right? Who the F is Kim Woo? You got a Spinal and Saberwolf. That was kind of what I mean, like I said, guys, I could get to a lot of characters before I even touch Kim Woo. I got to be honest with you. And Orchid. And KI1 really should be Orchid and Spinal. That's who you should be picking between, is Orchid and Spinal. Let's just be honest here. Like, Orchid was only, I mean, she's right there. She was in the first one, not in the second one. You know, Kim Woo, I don't know if she took her place or not, but she's a girl. I get it. So there's the backlash in a whole. I think they could have done a lot with that. Now let's just drop down. So I don't have a picture. Do I have a picture here? The DMD. So let's bring up a video here, because I want to share this. So here's the DMD, guys. But let me actually bring up from my review video here the DMD. Okay. So let's just bring it. Let's bring it back here. I wanna just preference something, and this has got to be fixed with an update. So they got a character on here. Again, this is that ATGames bright pixely. This has got to be dark dingy. This is KI, right? All of this needs to be redone. Welcome to Killer Instinct. That needs to be redone. It's too like happy-go-lucky. Of course, we're getting a Best Buy commercial up in the building. Let's just skip that real quick. Unless you guys want to see the next OLED sale. And let's go back to here. So you pick Kim Woo, right? And I know you saw that, right? Let's go back real quick. So you pick Kim Woo. I picked Kim Woo, and why the H is Jago on the DMD if I pick Kim Woo? That doesn't make any sense. Like, come on, we gotta get this together, people. You still got Jago on there. I picked Kim Woo. It should be Kim Woo on there. Oh, okay. ATGames, you got to do that for me at least. You got to do that, right? I think we can all agree that that's something that can easily be fixed, right? You got Jago on there still. Don't understand that. Again, all these bright colors, stop that. It's got to be dark dingy. It's got to be KI. Now, I will say one cool thing about this is they got the fight meter up top. So as you're hitting ramps and doing combos, punches, and kicks, you see their triple combo, the meters are going to go down because you're defeating your opponent, right? Totally understand that, guys, okay? So that was those two things. Let's head over to this right here, okay? I know there's been a lot of talk about this. So again, you break this down as you have KI1, KI2, and then KI 2013. So you can kind of keep that theme together. KI2, you can have different characters, different theme. Also, guys, real quick, yes, I'm sorry. Orchid was... Wait, but she wasn't in the game. Was she? Well, she was on the side, but she was in the game? Was she? No, she wasn't. She wasn't in the game. Can someone fact check that real quick? I don't think Orchid was in the game. I thought she was only in KI1. Thank you. Big Vicious, check that for me. Unless you already did. That. I don't think Orchid's in KI2. I know she was on the cider, but for some reason I don't think she was in the game. My KI fans out there, can you let me know? Can you let me know the feedback, guys? The bird is the word here. Let's go. Let me take a sip of this guy real quick. Okay, so where are we at? I digress. The SSF kit needs a lot of work, guys. I got it cranked to 35 and I could barely hear it. The SSF kit's got to get dialed in like Battlestar Galactica. Some of these, it's got to be universal, guys. I shouldn't have to play one table, lower my volume to 5, and the other table I got to crank to 45. It doesn't make any sense. So you got to dial the SSF kit. This SSF kit should be the loudest. KI was the loudest arcade game and had the best sound effects, Killer Instinct. And one thing that I was kind of disappointed is we didn't hear that voice in the attract mode. They have the instrumental theme playing, which works, but I would have liked to see more stage level themes in the game. Maybe the Killer Instinct theme in the game itself incorporated. It's just a lot of call outs, and it's kind of like the call out game. So when you're hitting all these ramps, you just see hyper combo, master combo. You hear all these combo just over and over again. So it gets a little repetitive. Here you got the two, this table is what I've heard was done with AI, which AI is crazy. It's all over the joint. But you got these two figures here, which isn't the worst. Isn't the best, though. And much like the Battletoads table, they kind of look a little goofy. Like they're not totally done the way they should be done. The characters aren't really looking like they would, right? Like, so this was I know was a hot contention on something that could be changed, developed differently. But the table itself, like, you see the flippers here, it looks great. I will say this, like the Killer Instinct, I think the right route to go to was KI1, KI2, and do a 2013 version. Do like a current version that you got the updated music on. I digress, guys. What do you think? Tony, see, you're active in the chat here. Who has PK on speed dial? Let's get this going, guys. Let's see. Those are TV game show transitions on the DMD. Yeah, they are. It's kind of like it is. You're kind of right. I think, let me just be frank with you. The pack itself, if these two tables weren't delayed by 6 months, 5-6 months, and I get you had to do it from the ground up, then you should have knocked it out of the park. Like, this is stuff that we almost would have gotten with the CFDs, and it's like, okay, it's released, whatever. But I think there's that heightened expectation now that because there was such a delay, you really got to knock this out of the park. And this is stuff that you could dial in the SSF kit, right? You can dial that in. You can change the DMD effects, have the different characters on there without compromising everything, without having to go back to Rare, Microsoft, and getting approval from everything. And I think that would go a little bit further to where we want to go. And you could easily upload a different image on the backlash, get it approved. I mean, they're not going to not approve it, right? Like, and I think that would go a long ways. But right now, this Killer Instinct table is just a hodgepodge of all the KIs. And I think if you broke it up, you can make more money, right? You can make more money because you got to buy these tables individually. They're not $5. They're like $11 and change per table. So it's not cheap at all. But I know there's going to be some diehards that are really just, there's a lot of pinheads in the community, man. Kim Woo and the DMD are the worst parts, followed by the backlash. Overall, it doesn't feel like Killer Instinct. And I'll play it because I got the nostalgia for hearing the call outs, listening to the music. But it's not, I don't think it's not what KI fans expected. And it was kind of a letdown, especially now that you had that heightened expectations with the 5-month delay that something really should have came out. Now, again, this is all fixed. ATGames, if you're listening, get me in there and let me help you. Let me help you just kind of move some parts around. Or we could do a KI2 one, and that would be really cool. A little KI2 table action, and we can get something rocking and rolling. But yeah, and then the floatiness of that ball. Man, that is just brutal. Why are the graphics different from a Zen product and an ATGames original to a Zachariah? Why are the ball physics all different? My pinhead's in the chat. Can you help me out with that? Because that was something I've always wondered. Like, why can't these tables all run the same? Because that ball just like it's bouncing all over the place. But then when I go to play Theater of Magic or Attack from Mars, that ball's going 95 down the freeway, and it's like, holy cow! You gotta adjust your play all over the place. So I don't know. I mean, that was my 2 cents, on the ATGames tables. I know not everybody has it or has bought it or has an ATGames pinball. ATGames pinball is great. It's great. It's still fun. Battletoads, I had fun playing with it. The figures on the table though, they look a little sus. they're kind of weird looking, like their faces. Is that AI? Is that what generating these things is AI? Because that's crazy. Goofy, let's go, baby. Says corny. Should have been loud, nonstop callouts. We got Kinder Instinct. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah, it's got to be a little bit more hyped. I mean, this is Killer Instinct, man. Like, you got to bring it. Okay, so she wasn't in KI2. Thank you for clarifying that. How did I miss that? They got rid of Riptor. They got rid of Riptor in KI1. Who else did they not bring over? We got to break down the roster now, guys. What? Are you sure she was in KI2? Why did I not pick her? Oh, I probably pick Saberwolf all the time. So Fulgor, Saberwolf, and Glacius are like my 3. Spinal, I kind of learned some combos from. I'm a big KI2 fan. And I know a lot of people love KI1. So here's the thing. Here's where I'm so divided. If I ever were to own this arcade in my home, right? Love the KI1 cabinet, right? It's so iconic, right? The black, Spinal, the Killer Instinct logo. It's beautiful. KI2 cab, not so much, right? But the KI2 gameplay, in my opinion, is way better. It's way easier to pull off combos. You have so much more action of combos being pulled off in there. I've beaten that game multiple times. I've never beaten KI1. I've tried to do that several times. And if you go out play online, I get dusted each and every time. It's not even close. These guys are phenomenal. Like, the combos in that game are insane. I know a lot of people tend to lean towards KI1 though for overall just playing that. It's interesting. It's like the OG, but I love KI2. Huge fan of that one. And that was, I'll probably own the KI1 cab, but even had the switchboard to be able to switch it to KI2. I mean, you got it, right? That's like a must. I'm used to that switchability in the arcade 1-ups, right? Pinball Emporium has ball friction settings to speed up or slow down the ball. How do you do that? That's crazy. That's cool. I did not know that. Let's see here. Dr. Torque, Danny seems to like the ball weight adjustment would just be a variable change in the system. Wait, so you can do that in the settings, or where can you do this? Do I have to download something special? Why do I have to do that? I wish you could just do that in the settings. That would be cool if I could change that. Look at that, guys. We got through all of our topics in an hour. We did it. Now, I gotta be honest with you. I can hang out with you guys if you want. We can if you guys want to talk about anything. I know people love to talk speculation. We love talking arcade 1-up, basic fun. I'm here if you guys need me to. Otherwise, we can skedaddle and I could get an early start on playing some KI pinball or anything else in the home arcade that we got going on. But we wrapped up on time. Look at that. We make good time here, guys. I was gonna do something. If we have a lot of topics to talk about, I want to do this one show. I want to be able to vote on the topic that we talk about. So if we have like this and that, the chat gets to vote on what we talk about. I think that'd be kind of cool. But we got to have a lot of topics to talk about. So maybe we can do that next show or something. Danny, I'm looking for a Did you find A? Because it comes right before B and before C. Let me know. Dr. Torque, let's go. That would be something Magic Pixel would change. Okay, yeah, they got to change that. I'm surprised that hasn't been changed already. Like, they haven't noticed it or anything, or what? Oh, that's not what I want to do. Here we go. ATGames locks the ball fixes. They need to add many more settings. Yes, that would be dope if they could do that. That would be cool. Otherwise, everything else, you know, Sea of Thieves I like playing. I guess if you were to rank them, you know, I got Sea of Thieves, Battletoads, and Killer Instinct. But it's just because Killer Instinct had so many high expectations. Like, I'm not like a Battletoads guy. It's kind of like the bootleg Ninja Turtles, right? a little bit, right? But that table looked good. It looked good, but I couldn't give you any commentary on, well, this is the history of it. I really couldn't. I don't know much about the Battletoads. Vic, you're looking, Danny, I'm looking for a KI PCB 19K Fox, did a great video mod to KI2. Oh yeah, I've seen that before. Yes, that is the correct way to do it. That is the correct way. Yes, you're right, because Orchid is on the side of that. Yeah, that is true. Thumper Squid, where have you been? You're one of my moderators, buddy. Where are you? You're late. You came in late. KI is the worst table by far. So Tony C has some high expectations. I know Tony C loves his pinball, and he's got the high expectations for it, like most of us. You know, I think most of us were kind of disappointed with that. So hopefully we'll see. Maybe ATGames takes this feedback. Maybe they do a couple updates. I mean, we get updates every other hour here on this thing. So maybe we can get some updates on that. Get some things changed. You know, and we'll see. Maybe they take some of it, and maybe they don't. I don't know. I think it'd be cool, though, if they broke it up to K1, 2, and, 2013, and now we have 3 different tables. I think that would be dope. You could pick between 6 different characters, right? So you're not stuck with Jago and Kim Woo all the time. I think that would be awesome. And then you can finally hear the Spinal. Like, that's what I'm talking about, man. Like, that's legendary. Oh my goodness. I wonder how you get in to help design these tables. Again, this would be like the only one I would be able to, offer my 2 cents on, because I don't know anything else about I don't know anything about Attack from Mars. Just looks awesome. Danny, guess what? Arcades over pinball. My Little Pony is probably more from the KI. I don't know. That's a tough thing. My daughter would probably agree with you on that one. All right, guys, what do you want to do? You want to call it? You want to kick it? Usually when we kick it, we play some music. So let's dial this down to 5. Let's ramp this up. Let's see what it is. And we're hanging out tonight. This would be what, like the after show? Maybe I want this one. No, I want this one. This is the one. This is the one I want. This is the one I like. Crank it up a little bit. If it's too loud, chat, let me know. That might be too loud. Let's dial it back just a little bit. All right, guys. The call-outs are more interesting on the table, yeah. I'm glad they got the voice for the call-outs, because it could have been a lot worse, right? You could have got some bootleg call-out. That would have been, like, terrible. I don't know. Yeah, it was kind of disappointing all in all, but again, I think, I'm calling it close here, guys. Tomorrow, I got to figure out what's going on with NBA Jam. So hopefully this monitor works. And if it doesn't, we're going to be in trouble. And then at least know not to order the control panel and pretty much scrap KI. And we're pretty much starting from ground zero with the XLs. Can you believe it? The only XL that has survived is the Midway Golden Tee. Oh, man. So we'll see, man. We'll see. I'm hoping for a lot of good things with that one. Who knows? Vic Vicious says, Danny, who was coming out with news in October? Perhaps both of those companies, or August. I'm sorry. Perhaps both of those companies. They should. Like if I lift this arm up, look, you can see the blue glow in the back. Look at that. Both of those companies should come out with news. From what I'm hearing, Basic Fun will come out with something in August or leak something. I'm not saying that I'll be the first one to get it. A lot of people have contacts over there, but it'll definitely be cool to talk about because this is our bread and butter, guys. This is what we live for, right? So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we already have 2 confirmed calves. Throw a third in there and let's go. The triple trifecta. And I'm taking the double bubble, but we want the triple trifecta. We want to clock in and lock in, baby. So hopefully we can hear some good things. XL Centipede I'm hyped for. XL WrestleFest I'm hyped for. And if you could deliver on like an XL Turtles and XL Star Wars might be there. I don't know. Whatever was on that sales floor, guys, is coming. I showed the picture of the dude playing the WrestleFest, the XL WrestleFest, and whatever was on that sale floor is going to be coming. I saved the Pac-Man, even though I don't have a Pac-Man, which I would probably get. Oh God, yeah, that would be pretty cool, man. Third cat will be Cubert. That would blow this bonanza. That would blow this roof right off this place. That'd be like John D type news when he brought the Street Fighter XL. And I keep hearing people too around the community saying, well, Street Fighter, we've been there, done that. No, we haven't. This is Alpha 3, Alpha 2, and Third Strike. We've never seen that official come out. So this is huge. And we've also never seen Alpha 2 artwork. So this is like Street Fighter never existed at this point. I could see if it was like World Warrior and Hyper Fighting. Yeah, we've been there, done that. I can keep it. Just in an XL form factor, we would still get it. But guys, Alpha 2, you gotta play it. It's like one of the best Street Fighter games. Literally, Alpha 2, Alpha 3, and Third Strike are the best Street Fighter games, period. And I know Championship Edition will always be there, right? World Warrior will always be there. Hyper Fighting will be there, because those are just OG iconics that they got the updates to. But I'm just telling you, Alpha 2, one of the best Street Fighter games, period. Alpha 3 might be the best, tied with Third Strike. It's really up in there. It's just so good. So good, guys. I'm definitely a Street Fighter guy, if you haven't noticed by the shirt already. Mortal Kombat's great. I don't hate on Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat is necessary to have in your arcade 110%, but I've always been a Street Fighter guy. Dr. Torque says, one day I will open the back door and cab from my Iconic will be there. Then I'll be scratching my head saying, when did I order that? Yes, you totally forgot. That's going to be great, man. It's going to be a great feeling. Oh, dude, I'm going to be so excited. That's going to be one of those, like, it's a must build now. I'll have to see if I can get my wife to do a live build with you guys. It'll be a little bit different. We'd have to do it on our phone since StreamYard is different. It'll be kicking it old school like we used to do on the phones, guys. We're pretty successful with that. Steve Sale, man, thank you for dropping by. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Big Vicious says Alpha 2 and Third Strike are the best games, but the original Alpha is the best marquee. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, these games, this is the bread and butter. Like, guys, you had to get in on it. If you were a Street Fighter fan, this is all new. This is all nice. It's all rocking. It's going to be great. But that Centipede XL, it's going to be phenomenal, guys. I'm telling you, if these are clones of, arcade one-ups or whatever the case may be, these are going to be awesome, awesome cabinets. Like, the XL, this is going to be awesome. I'm telling you. It's going to be a great, great thing. And then just the Star Wars XL, holy cow, Turtles XL. There's a lot to look forward to, guys. So, and that's just that company. This isn't, you still had the real pinball, the real 3/4 scale pinball from Wonderland. You still got If and When Arcade 1-Up does something. There's so many things that can happen. This is an exciting time, and then obviously the iconic arcade. But yeah, I'm hoping, guys, for a third. I'm hoping for a third choice. Will we get that third choice? I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that that's going to be an option at all? I'm hoping. I mean, you would have, holy cow, and I don't think Unico is going to be able to deliver, their 2 rumored calves by Q4, but that would be huge. But at least you're going to get, WrestleFest, Centipede, and Alpha 2, right? So that's 3. If you can get a 4th and a 5th, like the 4th being from Basic Fun and the 5th being from Arcade 1-Up, if they can squeeze in an XL, man, holy shnikes, we got 5 XLs for Q4. That's a whole roll for me. And then some. And that's 1 extra. and all the deluxes are going in the middle. I would love to, exactly, Dr. Torg. I would love to see that. I think that would be the play. Don't worry about CornerCades and all that jazz. That stuff can come later. Even though that's going to be like their stocking stuffer type gift, right? But yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. We will see, though. You know, they got the Bandai Namco license. I'd like to see something other than Pac-Man, but I'm sure they will do their variant of it, which I guess you take, right? I don't have a Pac-Man XL. You know, you kind of got to have that in the arcade, right? Even though I'm like a fighter guy, I'm you know, I'm a 90s kid. You know, I love my 90s games. 80s I'll take. Like, I'm really hyped about the Centipede. I've stated that over and over again, guys. I'm really hyped about the Centipede XL, so that'll be exciting. There's going to be some cool stuff on the docket that I'm going to be really hyped for, but we have to see when it comes to fruition, you know. I got to see it actually come here. We all obviously all were disappointed by the delays of Iconic, and hopefully we can push forward and get over that hump to where we can really see something cool come out. Yeah, and again, I think the whole, believe it or not, guys, my whole arcade, you know, our whole family's arcade really transitioned when John D and Iconic Arcade announced the Alpha Series cab. Even though I was kind of all in on World Warrior skin, you know, I think that was like, and then him confirming that, hey, whatever I'm doing, it's going to be XL. Whatever I'm doing, it's going to be XL. So I had to think to myself, well, he's going to be doing the cool shit. You know, we'll get basic stuff from Basic Fun, you know, just the obvious. But that small niche stuff, I mean, can you even imagine like a Lethal Enforcer's XL shooting cab, right? That's kind of cool. Like that would be kind of cool. So if we're, I don't know, John D's very fighting heavy, but even if you were to do like fighting cabs that were niche fighting cabs, like I'd be all in on that. And I know that's something maybe Basic Fun doesn't do. And then now here you're playing the XL Deluxe game, you know, you're playing the Ultra Supreme game of you got all these cabs, and it's like, dude, just give me the XL. You know, I don't want to keep dipping from a 17-inch to a 19-inch. Just give me the XL and let's roll with it. And that's going to be the standard size going forward. I mean, Glenn kind of sees that as the future. He's got his FU that he's doing. So that's kind of the way things are. It kind of sucks, I know, because a lot of us have Deluxe. And that's where like our arcade is built on the Deluxe. But I'll tell you this, when you get your hands on an XL, if you haven't already, just that height, being able to like not see over the arcade makes it not a toy. It just brings it that much closer to like, hey, this is kind of like real shape, you know, real size. And then having the 19-inch does make a difference. It does make a difference, believe it or not. And you know, pairing that, the width, you know, my two kids can comfortably play. You know, you can see right here the Midway Golden Tee, you know, Gauntlet or whatever the game they want to play. They like Rampage too on that. That's their second favorite game, Gauntlet, then Rampage. But they can comfortably play that with the space, you know, the width. And that's kind of like where this is at, you know. So I think the XL truly is like, should be the standard. And I get it, most of the, but you know, you sell off. There's going to be some cool titles coming out, hopefully, fingers crossed. You know, I'd love to see John D. Can you imagine John D. doing a Golden Axe Dynamo XL? Like we've talked about this before. If he can get his hands on any of the Marvel licensing, so like, you know, Marvel versus Capcom, X-Men versus Street Fighter, you know, get that into an XL pairing would be phenomenal. That would go great. And if you get that Basic Fun doing their thing with their just common titles of, you know, a Centipede, a Star Wars, a Turtles, you know, a Pac-Man, that would be phenomenal. Now you can double dip the chip with both, you know, your niche titles and your common titles that, you know, Arcade 1-Up was never going to bring us. They were bringing us one XL a year, and it was getting down to like 2 new titles a year. You know, I did a video back in 2024. It's like, is this their lineup? And it was X-Men 97, NBA Jam 2-player Slim, the Claw Machine, and Golden Tee. And we would be begging for something like that. And that was like, this is it? Like, this is the lineup? Come on now. Like, we've fallen off the wagon big time. And now we would be begging for just something like that. You know, we would be begging for something just like halfway decent to where it's like, all right, I couldn't mod this, or let me just add this because I haven't added anything in a while, and why not? Let's put a Golden Tee in the arcade or whatever the case may be, right? So I think that's where we're at collectively as a whole for the community. And I think this is just kind of like the calm right now before hopefully the storm, and the storm being a lot of cool and exciting products coming to the market that we can get hyped and we can get excited about again. I'm telling you, it's coming. We're on the horizon, guys. And I'm just hoping that there is a third cap. Like, I'm hoping that the big 3 is coming out, but I wouldn't be disappointed if it was just 2, right? I think, you know, beggars can't be choosers here. And I think if I could walk away with the Alpha 2, WrestleFest, and a Centipede XL, I think we're in good shape. I think we're in good shape right there. Pair that with the Midway Golden Tee. I would have loved to have a KI Pro. It just wasn't meant to be. And hopefully, fingers crossed, the XL NBA Jam sticks around and doesn't see its way out. And hopefully, it can be a quick fix. We will know tomorrow, guys. And for you, CornerCade Crew channel members, guys, you guys will know it. You guys will know it first, and you guys will know it, period. So that's for you 74 people out there. If you want to sign up, guys, it's literally 99 cents. You just hit the button. You hit the button on the channel, and boom, bing, bang, boom, you're done. You're done. Just like, you know, we were talking. I guess we can kind of pause this music real quick. We were talking here that, you know, where was our boy? You know, I know he didn't have soccer today. I said, where was our boy Zeke? And he comes in right at the end, and he's just hyping this hype train up right at the end with one of these guys. Ezekiel, the Chicago Retro Ranger. Listen, you're getting some smoke in the chat earlier. People want to know where the WrestleMania is. Zeke, can you help me out? Where is the WrestleMania? $4.99 super chat. Ezekiel, you don't have to do it, but thank you. I appreciate it. Supporting the channel. Brace yourselves. XLs are coming, so stay tuned. Does Ezekiel, the Chicago Retro Ranger, know something that we don't? Zeke, are we getting a third cam from Basic Fun? Zeke, I know you're doing apparel for John D. Did he say something when you were handing him a hat? Did he say something, hey, Double Dragon's coming? Like, that would be sick. I've already promised that it was. I have a gut feeling, guys, that Double Dragon is on the way, and I hope more arcades are coming from John D and Iconic Arcade or whoever he wants to work with. I think we're all hoping that. Zeke, thank you so much, man, for stopping by. Let's go. Break the ice, Zeke. That's right. Let's do it. Oh, you guys are hilarious. Zeke, fingers crossed, my guy. And where can you give us an update on WrestleMania? I don't want to put your feet to the fire here, but I think the people want to know more so than myself. We'll see if he's in the chat. If he's still here, guys, let's do it. I got your monitor sitting here. Here, I'll show it if you're still here. I got the big monitor right here, buddy. This is the one we're gonna have to decase this guy, but we got it. It's here. It's live. So tomorrow, guys, we're gonna know all about that. Yeah, that Double Dragon is. I got to be honest with you, I have zero nostalgia for Double Dragon, but that thing looks phenomenal with the black marquee. It's got the slowdown. That's going to bother the hell out of me if I get it and it comes here and I play it, but who cares? I want it. I want it, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's that feeling of just like, dude, I want all these cool things in the home arcade looking all dope. All right, guys. I think we put a pin in it. I think we call it. Let's go, guys. Get hyped. Get hyped or get out the way. All right, Zeke, what did you say? Hi, everyone hit up Repro Arcade. I'm waiting for a response. Tell them I'm waiting for the control panel overlay B. What's B? What does B stand for? Bottom? Wait, you told me something was messed up with that. That's right. What was messed up with that? I forgot. That's the update. Something was it was missing. The control panel overlay was missing. Yeah, Zeke opened up the graphics and there's no control panel overlay. So that's what we're waiting at. But you can still do the sides. Zeke, just bring it all here and we'll do it live, baby. We'll do it live. We'll put the side art on. It'll be like a 3-hour live. It'll be a lot of work, but let's just do it. Let's do it. We'll do it together. You already got, do you have, Zeke, let me ask you this. Do you have the ROMs on the mini PC or Pi that we're using? Do you have that all together? I think we should just put this in an XL at this point. That's not, but then we have to get a new marquee. Can we hit up Repro Arcade for new graphics for an XL? We can put it in the old NBA Jam. All right, I'm not going to bother him to death with it. He'll figure it out. Guys, let's go, man. Get hyped or get out the way. Another Tuesday is in the books, guys. And you know me, whenever I'm feeling froggy, I'm going to jump online and talk to you guys. But if not, we will see you again next week, next Tuesday. We're going to have some fun, as we always do, guys. This has been an exciting show, as always. Guys, if you haven't already, I want you to give this video a smash to the like, and let's go, baby. Get hyped or get out the way. CPO is missing. There we go. Yep, he's confirming it. It's missing for someone. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna let that out of the bag there. I truly don't. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Spent about an hour and a half with y'all. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Like I said, give this video a like on your way out. Hopefully there's some cool and exciting content. It's been kind of slow. But it is what it is. We're still having fun here at the CornerCade, and you guys make it possible each and every week. We're having a blast. This is what we do, guys. Let's go, guys. All right, we're gonna get on out of here. Let me hit the music. Let me pause that music, dial it down a little bit. Zeke and the crew, all the CornerCade crew members, thank you. Oh, Zeke is a CornerCade crew member, just to let you know. But thank you to my moderators that were here, and the channel members. You guys rock every day. I mean, the chat was just flowing right out of the gate. It was great. I love that. Love the engagement, guys. You guys are awesome. You're the reason why I'm here, guys. I'm telling you. If you guys aren't here, I'm retired. I'm doing other things with my time. I'm here for you guys at the end of the day. All right, guys. I will see you all later. That's right. Vic Vicious says 18 likes. Let's got to get that up a little bit. Let's get it up a little bit. Come on now. All right, guys. We will see you in the next one. This is Danny from the CornerCade, guys. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place. And if anything breaks, we're going to go live with it and have some fun with you guys. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.